Speaking about Shimza, what happened between you and Shimi? You guys had a fight.
Oh, man, a lot. A lot. And at the same time, I think we are in such a good space now.
Oh, perfect, man.
I was talking to him last week. I just feel like as people, as we grow, sometimes we don't realize, and I'm not talking about Shimza specifically, when our friendship expire.
Oh, okay.
You know, we can meet. We can meet at a time where you want to be me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you become me.
Yes.
You know, and when you are me, then go be better than me.
When you are.
That's what I wish you
The most violence.
You're right, because that's the way I felt. I felt like he was a mini you.
No, I'm just saying, like with people, you need to understand when the friendship has served its purpose. And maybe in a certain way where you needed certain things and you got those things and now let me run. You know, and that's it. So sometimes we stick around and then it becomes a little bit toxic.
Did you reach out to him for you guys to reconcile?
Man, we've been back and forth with Shimza.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we had a meeting, it was at Oskido's house.
Yeah.
You know, and I was there and he came and Oskido said, hey, Donna wants to talk to you. And I was like, cool. As long as you are in the room.
100%.
You know, so we had a conversation. And worse at the time, I was going through a lot of stuff that, you know, was helping me grow. You know, and I said to him, I just think, and this applies to you.
Yeah.
And you. Not you. I don't like you.
The first person that's like
Ghost lady.
Everybody loves
No, because every time I watch the show, I always hear her.
Black coffee. What did I do?
I'm like, who's this girl?
And now she's quiet.
I'm like,
Hey,
who is she?
I have such good things to say.
Sometimes, you know. Now I forgot what I was saying.
Shimi, Oskido, house, yes.
No, I said what we need is we come
It
from.
applies to us as well, yes.
Yeah, we come from like most of us in the industry, you know, from such like disadvantaged places, right? And we work, you know, we start making a bit of money and we get exposed to different things. And with that comes power, and power brings a lot of things.
Ego.
A lot, you know. The most important thing, and I said this to him, is to seek therapy so that we can learn to deal with fame.
Yeah.
Because fame is such a disease.
Oh, it's the biggest drug.
It's a drug.
Biggest.
Yeah, it's such a disease. And I struggle with fame so much still.
Join the club.
No, I struggle, man.
I'm worse than you. And I'm not even that famous.
Yeah, I struggle like a lot, you know, where to draw the line.
Yeah. Where do you be nutty? Where you drink coffee?
It's because being black coffee works most of the time.
100%.
You know, there's a lot of perks, like when I eat in the most prestigious restaurant and I call it Natty. They're like, oh, sorry, Natty, we don't have tables. And then I call again I get someone to call as, hi, I'm Black Coffee's assistant. He's looking for a table.
And it's not just restaurants, even women. If you want to eat, call us.
Hey.
When you call us Natty, man, no.
I don't know how we got there, but... So the most important thing is to learn how to deal with fame, you know, and abundance, you know, because all of a sudden, you are a grootman to your grootmans at home. You know, you are a father to your mother, all of a sudden. And that changes power so much that even when you're outside, you know, you're going to behave a certain way.
100%.
You know, all of a sudden when you're not home, your uncles can't have a meeting without you because you are the breadwinner.
Yeah.
But you're probably 16, you know, like you don't even know how to make these decisions, but everyone waits for you to speak. So
There's no rule book for
there's nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I said to Shimza, like given our fallouts, and it's so many different like small things, and I realized that what we are struggling with is fame and just learning how to respect boundaries amongst each other and how to coexist nicely without, if I do something, then you feel like, I also want to do the same thing, you know.
Would you say the same? Would you say the same thing about Ziggs?
Exactly the same. And I had a sit down with Ziggs about 3 weeks ago. You know, and we spoke about the same thing. And he said one of the most profound things, you know, like about our fallout. He says, we are not the people we were when we had a fallout.
Yeah.
True.
We've grown.
True.
You know, we now want different things, and you know, whatever that was a problem then is not a problem now. You know, so, and I took that and I was like, that is so powerful. You know, that's so real. And so, I mean, what I do is I am a sucker for pleasing people, something I'm working on. You know, I've created value and importance in pleasing and helping people. And so half the time, I struggle with communicating things. So if we're sitting in this room and Sol is sitting there, maybe the aircon is high and I feel like Sol should be cold. I'm like, Sol.
Take.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And because I gave you my jacket so easily, you're not going to think and respect it.
Oh, yes, because you didn't work for
Yeah, I
the
didn't even
jacket.
ask for it.
Yes,
You know, so when you get home, you
It's
just
just a jacket.
like, what am I suffering from?
Fuck.
Without blaming other people, what am I suffering from? You know, and it's simple. Black kid, born in Durban, dusty streets, grew up in the Eastern Cape. Milking cows. Super, super, super dusty. No one pays attention to. Fast forward, there's money in the bank, like you said.
Yeah.
There's a name. There's attention. How much love and attention can you, as a human being, take?
Fuck.
You know, just go back to where we come from as human beings. You'd only have your family to love you. I think that's how much a human being should be able to receive love, you know. So fast forward to now when it's coming from even people you don't think they will look at you. Because underneath black coffee, that dusty little kid is still there.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So I need a therapist to understand all these things.
But do you understand how many people want to be you, bro?
Yes, and you make it sound like it's wrong to do therapy.
No.
I'm saying how it sounds because you like, because of who you are, you shouldn't need it.
That's what I can't fathom. That's what I can't. I've got a therapist as well. It's not your one, as we've concluded. But I'm like, no ways. When I saw that tweet, I'm like, what?
No
This is
ways.
insane.
Everything you have can't erase that dusty kid, because one would think there's a level of fame, money, you know, genius that can erase that dusty kid.
Drake knows who you are.
And he's a super guy at it.
Is it like a void that you maybe is talking about? The void that one would say I'd have, regardless of all the people that love me, but I just still have that void.
It's gonna be there based on the little kid had issues as any kid.
Yeah.
So that little kid wished he was born in a different environment. You know, he wished he was more cleaner. He wished he didn't have to milk cows every day. You know, so that's what you deal with in therapy. To clean that kid up.
Oh.
I mean, you look at your kid and you're like,
give that kid the hugs that you didn't get.
yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
You look at your kids now like, hey, you guys are spoiled.
Oh,
you guys are soft.
You know what my son said the other day? I mean, not now. I mean, like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was talking to him and I was like, you know, when we were growing up, we used to go to this other house to watch TV from a window.
Jeez.
Like, we would like maybe see the 6 and watch.
Yeah.
And the kids from that house sometimes will be so mean they just close the curtains. Right? And then he's like, oh. And then I'm like, we had nothing. We had no car. He's like, I'm like, we had no swimming pool. He's like, you had no swimming pool? He cannot believe like anything else, but you had no swimming pool.